Alright, tonight is the first night of shooting for the Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon video that we're doing, and we're here at Hollywood Sports Park. It's actually a huge paintball airsoft field, but they have this humongous banquet hall here that we've filled with arcade machines from the arcade next door. The coolest place to have an action scene in the future is a post-apocalyptic arcade mansion thing. So we're gonna decorate this place with neon lights, turn on all the machines, hopefully it looks really sweet.
So as you guys know, we do a lot of action videos with a bunch of guns and military stuff. I realized we should probably actually start playing airsoft and put those guns to good use. So this park is actually one of the parks that we most visit because it has some really cool areas and it's actually pretty close to our place.
We actually play airsoft here almost every other weekend, so if you're in the area, you should come down and play with us.
Maybe we can battle. I'm actually really excited to see all the costumes on camera. Costumes go a long way to production quality.
You open the bag, you see a VHS tape and a nuclear detonator. And that's pretty intense, so you gotta figure out what it's all about. So,
did you mention that these guys are all robots?
Oh yeah, you guys are all robots. You guys are more like cyborgs than robots. And no, you punch it, he's like clenching your hand, and then with this, you'll have the sword sheathed by now, and we'll get an insert shot where you grab his other hand that has the detonator in it, and you just like literally rip it out of his hand. And you're an android, you're super fast. You couldn't help it. Camera's rolling, and 3, 2, 1, throw! Nice. Alright, well, that was pretty good.
Oh yes!
Yes! One more time. One more time. Last take. Last take. This is the last take, no matter what. 3, 2, 1, throw! Great. Cut. Awesome. Right now we are setting up the wide intro reveal shot for the entire arcade, and so I'm using this sweet Liebeck jib arm here to basically start down low, take a look at this claw machine operating, pan up to the chandeliers turning on, and then panning back down to have all the rest of the screens kind of start flickering to life. And it's gonna be cool. And action!
Well, I guess that means you guys.
Alright, let's try a variation. Like, you're really bad at breaking bad news to people.
How would you do that though? How would you express that?
How would you do that? Like, you know it's awkward, but it's making you uncomfortable that you have to deliver it. And you're just trying to like play it nonchalant, like, see, it's no big deal, I don't care.
Like shrug his shoulders.
Yeah, you're telling someone they have like terminal cancer, but you're trying to be like cool about it so they don't freak out. Poorly. Alright, poorly.
Directing by Sam Gorski.
Like usual, I was in the middle of getting a cool shot, and the power shuts off. We don't have access to the circuit breaker here, so while we try and figure that out, we're all gonna go eat some food, and hopefully the problem solves itself by the time we're done eating. We'll see.
What time is it that we're eating lunch?
Dude, lunchtime at midnight. Exactly midnight. So, I don't know. Fajitas for lunch tonight.
Alright, so that's a wrap on day one. We probably had the most pictures tweeted from a set ever with this one just because of all the sweet sets and all the sweet costumes and all the glowing neon colors. And
Yeah.
right now it's, what time is it?
5:17 a.m.
5:17 a.m.
We've been here since about, what, like 5:30? So, it's a full 12 hours in this crazy room.
We're gonna go home and sleep and then come right back and shoot again tomorrow night.
And blow up an entire city with a nuke.
Oh, hello there. We're just here on the APOC map at Hollywood Sports Park to shoot this epic apocalyptic scene. Bolt Lightning comes out and runs into the city, and he's hunting down his cyborg companion CX-89 who's been taken by the virus. And CX-89 is standing on top of a car with a button to the nuclear bomb to destroy Neo Angeles. So we're shooting here, utilizing this very apocalyptic looking city rubble map to get the feel down. We're gonna have bars with propane tanks hooked up, basically fancy grills. We'll have some buckets of charcoal with some stuff in them that puts out smoke. And we're gonna make this place look like it's all destroyed. And then we have a giant light, the biggest light we've ever used. And it's hooked up to a giant generator that can pump out like 1,000 amps. That's gonna be our nuclear bomb. It's very strange being on this paintball map / airsoft map because we play here pretty often. Walking around in a map without eye protection is just like, it's like being able to breathe underwater. So anyways, they got some cool stuff. They got cars, they got jets, they got fake concrete. Maybe that's real. I don't know. We're really tired after being up until 5 a.m. last night. So our plan today is basically to like have a half day's worth of shots and then a whole night to shoot it. So should be a little more relaxed, be able to make everything look really good, make sure that fire is lined up perfectly for every shot. It's gonna be sweet.
We are setting up a flame bar. It's to add a fire effect in the back for, you know, like cars on fire or, you know, just general fires in the background. It's nice, safe, because it's propane. We can shut off when we want, and it gets where the source is. And if anything does catch fire, it should just be something really small, so it's easy for us to put out.
Park lights go off in a half hour. When that happens, I hit record, and hopefully we have a smooth night of shooting. We actually have less to shoot tonight, but it's a scene that has a lot more spectacle, so we want to make sure that we take our time in shooting every shot as cool as we can. That's why we have the jib out here. We're going to be putting every single shot on the dolly track and the jib arm. Gets huge swooping camera movements with like a huge nuclear explosion going off in the background. And yeah, so that's the plan tonight. Just make everything look as cool as we can in the time we have. And try not to rush it too much, because that happened a little bit last night. Not that it was a problem.
So tonight we're going to be using some flame buckets, and what it is it's charcoal with frankincense in it, which is basically like this tree sap. I think they also have some artificial stuff now too. And what it does is when you put it in, it kind of evaporates into smoke. And the smoke is relatively fine to breathe. They actually use it in a lot of churches and stuff like that, you know, the monks with the swinging things. So this type of system is best used outdoors because it can produce a lot of smoke to cover a large area. While a smoke machine is usually pretty centralized and doesn't really spread out as much. Also, hazers and foggers, they can produce quite a bit, but the thing is that usually it dissipates pretty easily outside. And this frankincense actually stays in the air quite long, and it's actually pretty surprising. You'll see how it works later.
I proceeded to be invincible and murder everybody on the other team.
Yeah. Look over here though, check this out. Nico was in the building right there on the left, and I was in the bus, and I remember like I was sitting there holding tons of people off, and I panned over. I pan over with my eyes, and I see like Nico like walking in through the like windows, like hip firing, like literally hip firing, just killing people. And I turn over and I'm like, oh crap, he's invincible. And I just like turn and just like get the crap out of there.
Until I got to this side, there's like a bunch of enemy teammates just like on the wall. I'm walking behind them, and they're like, surrender! I'm like, you can't surrender me, I'm the Juggernaut. And the kid's like, I wouldn't shoot him if I were you, that's a Juggernaut.
Did you explain how Juggernaut works? Here, really
I think it's
quick.
pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, well, yeah. Production update. It is 9:28 p.m. Right now we are going through some cool choreography. Basically, we're figuring out this entire katana battle with the laser katanas, and we're setting up lights at the same time. If you can see that giant lens flare right over there, that is our humongous 24K light. It's the brightest light I've ever seen in my entire life, next to the sun. And we're gonna get to use it in the scene because it's gonna simulate the light of a nuclear explosion. So, bright light, fire, smoke, all this stuff rushing by while these guys are battling out with futuristic swords. Hopefully it's gonna be cool.
It looks like it's going to be a lovely Thursday morning here at the set. Everybody did a kick-ass job. The shots looked amazing. Don't know what I'd do without everybody helping out, because films are a team effort, and you're only going to make something that's awesome if you have a whole team. If I'm rambling, it's because I haven't slept in a long time. Hollywood Sports Park, once again, thanks for letting us shoot here. It's an awesome place. If you guys get the chance, you should definitely come play airsoft paintball here. They have like a projector inside so they can like do stuff. What they'll do is they'll go and they'll get a bunch of old set pieces from like various movies and use it to decorate the park. So it actually gives the place a really unique aesthetic. It's more decorated than any other airsoft park that I've been to. Because it actually has like legit props from movies and stuff. Maybe this is from Starship Troopers. That's about it. I'll see you guys later.